Food poisoning, its causes, and treatments. What is food poisoning? Foodborne illness, more commonly referred to as food poisoning, is the result of eating contaminated, spoiled, or toxic food. The most common symptoms of food poisoning include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Food poisoning symptoms. If you have food poisoning, chances are it won't go undetected. Symptoms can vary depending on the source of the infection. Common cases of food poisoning will typically include a few of the following symptoms: abdominal cramps, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, mild fever, headache. Symptoms of potentially life-threatening food poisoning include diarrhea that lasts for more than 3 days, a fever higher than 102 degrees Fahrenheit, 38.9 degrees Celsius, difficulty seeing or speaking. Symptoms of severe dehydration, which may include dry mouth, passing little to no urine, and difficulty keeping fluids down. Bloody urine. How long does food poisoning last? The length of time it takes for symptoms to appear depends on the source of the infection, but it can range from as little as 30 minutes to as long as 8 weeks. With or without treatment, most cases will resolve in 1 week. Causes of food poisoning. Most food poisoning can be traced to one of 3 major causes: bacteria, parasites, or viruses. These pathogens can be found on almost all of the food humans eat. However, heat from cooking usually kills pathogens on food before it reaches our plate. Foods eaten raw are common sources of food poisoning because they don't go through the cooking process. Occasionally, food will come in contact with the organisms in fecal matter or vomit. This is most likely to occur when an ill person prepares food and doesn't wash their hands before cooking. Bacteria. Bacteria are by far the most common cause of food poisoning. Bacterial causes of food poisoning include E. coli, in particular Shiga toxin-producing E. coli, STEC, Listeria monocytogenes, Salmonella, Campylobacter, Clostridium botulinum, Staphylococcus aureus, Shigella, Vibrio vulnifica. Salmonella is the biggest bacterial cause of food poisoning. Parasites. Food poisoning caused by parasites isn't as common as food poisoning caused by bacteria, but parasites that spread through food are still very dangerous. They include Toxoplasma gondii, Giardia lamblia, various tapeworms, such as Taenius aginata, beef tapeworm, Taenius oleum, pork tapeworm, Diphyllobothrium lautum, fish tapeworm, Cryptosporidium ascaris lumbricoides, a type of roundworm. Flukes, flatworms, such as Opus thorcidae, liver fluke, and Paragonimus, lung fluke, pinworms, or Enterobiosis trichinella. Parasites can live in your digestive tract and go undetected for years. People with weakened immune systems and pregnant people are at risk of more serious side effects if certain parasites take up residence in their intestines. Viruses. Food poisoning can also be caused by a virus, such as norovirus, which is sometimes known as Norwalk virus, rotavirus, astrovirus, sapovirus, hepatitis A virus. Food poisoning treatments. Stay hydrated. If you have food poisoning, it's crucial to remain properly hydrated. Sports drinks high in electrolytes can be helpful. Fruit juice and coconut water can restore carbohydrates and help with fatigue. Avoid caffeine, which may irritate the digestive tract. Decaffeinated teas with soothing herbs such as chamomile, peppermint, and dandelion may help calm an upset stomach. Take over-the-counter, OTC, medications. Over-the-counter, OTC, medications such as loperamide, Imodium, and Pepto-Bismol can help you manage diarrhea and suppress nausea. However, you should check with a doctor before using these medications, as the body uses vomiting and diarrhea to rid the system of the toxin. Also, using these medications could mask the severity of the illness and cause you to delay seeking expert treatment. Take prescription medications. Although many cases of food poisoning clear up on their own, some people can benefit from prescription medications, depending on the pathogen responsible for their illness. Rest. It's also important for those with food poisoning to get plenty of rest. If your case is severe. In severe cases of food poisoning, you may require hydration with intravenous fluid at a hospital. In the very worst cases of food poisoning, A longer hospital stay may be required while you recover. People with severe cases of C. botulinum, which are rare, may even require mechanical ventilation.